Hey everybody, this is Sean Vargas and I hope you are enjoying the 4th of July weekend. Welcome to the third episode of WrestlePop, mixing pro wrestling and pop culture. First, I would like to offer my thoughts and prayers to the people in Southern California. On Thursday, July 4th, the residents were affected by a 6.4 magnitude earthquake, and Friday night there was a 7.1 magnitude earthquake. Let's keep the residents in mind as they deal with the after effects. My aim with WrestlePop is for you to be yourself as I review wrestling events, including WWE and AEW. I will also review movies, live concerts, conventions, or sporting events. Today, I am going to cover Spider-Man Far From Home, released on Tuesday, July 2nd, 2019. I saw Spider-Man Far From Home on Wednesday, July 3rd. I waited until today to review it in order to give people enough time to watch the movie. This is a spoiler review. For those that did not watch Spider-Man yet, please go see Spider-Man and then come back to watch this video. I will now do a countdown to give you a chance to leave. Once again, this is a spoiler review. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now let's begin. Okay, so Spider-Man Far From Home was a very good movie. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it an 8. It starred Tom Holland as Peter Parker Spider-Man, Jake Gyllenhaal as Quentin Beck Mysterio, Zendaya as MJ, Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, Marissa Tomei as Aunt May, Jon Favreau as Happy Hogan, and Kobe Smulders as Agent Hill. This movie picked up, I believe, 6 months after Avengers Endgame, which was released August 26, 2019. The opening credits include Nick Fury and Agent Hill in Extenco, Mexico. An Earth Elemental arrives to attack them. Suddenly, Mysterio arrives to fight the Elemental. Afterwards, there is an opening high school montage that shows the superheroes lost during Infinity War and Endgame, including Black Widow, Vision, Captain America, and of course, Iron Man Tony Stark. Another aftermath of Endgame is called the Blip, in which those that were dusted return to life after Hulk snapped at the same age they were when they were dusted. They were now 5 years younger than those that were not dusted during Infinity War. People had to adjust to life after the Blip. Along with the Blip, Peter Parker also must deal with the loss of his mentor Tony Stark and budding relationship with Happy Hogan. Elementals have been attacking different parts of the world, and Nick Fury tried to enlist the help from Peter Parker in order to take on the Elementals. He wanted Peter Parker to team with Mysterio in order to fight them. Now, Mysterio is portrayed as a hero from another Earth. Apparently, Thanos' snap caused a rip in the dimension, leading to alternate Earths. Is the MCU now a multiverse? Now, all Peter wanted to do is go on a European vacation with his classmates and try to win over MJ. What we end up is a series of misadventures in Europe as Peter tried to balance being with his classmates while keeping them safe, winning MJ, Nick Fury redirecting trip destinations, which is pretty hilarious, and fighting off the elementals with Mysterio. Now, it is revealed in the movie that Mysterio was not from another dimension, was a fraud, and was nothing more than a disgruntled holographic illusionist fired by Tony Stark. Mysterio used illusions and drones to cause physical damages, and he also enlisted the aid of William Riva, a callback character from the first Iron Man movie in 2008. Spider-Man eventually figured out Mysterio's illusions and defeated him when a misfired drone shoots Mysterio, resulting in his death. Peter Parker gets the girl, and the ending of the movie sees Spider-Man flying off in New York City with MJ. Now, a theme that permeated through Spider-Man Far From Home is destiny. Peter Parker is dealing with the death of his mentor Tony Stark, and all he wants is to be with his friends, win over MJ, and go on his European vacation. Now, in the beginning of the movie, Peter Parker as Spider-Man is fielding questions from the audience at a charity event with Aunt May, including whether Spider-Man is the next Avenger. Now, and Spider-Man swung from the crowd. The theme Destiny comes up when Nick Fury gives Peter Parker sunglasses called Edith, which has access to all of Tony Stark's files at Stark Industries and weapons. The glasses read, "For the next Tony Stark, I trust you." Nick Fury even challenged Peter Parker's commitment to his destiny. Now, Peter Parker wrongfully assumed Quentin Beck is the next Tony Stark and must retrieve it back after realizing his mistake. Now, there is a powerful scene in which Happy flies the Stark jet to pick up Peter in the Netherlands and tells Peter that he also misses Tony Stark. Happy is then amazed as Peter Parker synthesizes a new suit in the jets using Stark technology, which is reminiscent of Tony Stark making the Iron Man suit. Spider-Man eventually retrieved the glasses from Mysterio. The glasses were not meant for Quentin Beck. They were meant for Peter Parker. Could this mean that Spider-Man's destiny is to be the next Tony Stark? Is Spider-Man's destiny to be the leader of the Avengers? My question to you is, what is your destiny? Are we avoiding our destiny like Peter Parker? Sometimes we run from our destiny, including me. Now, it is important that we continue to reach our destiny to become the best that we were meant to be. Okay. All in all, Spider-Man Far From Home was a very good movie. Great action, great comedy. I love Mysterio, or Jake Gyllenhaal's portrayal of his Mysterio, especially seeing things played out on the big screen, including the illusions. This movie had awesome visuals. Now, let's talk about the post-credit scenes. Post-credit scene number 1 picks up with Spider-Man landing in, which I believe, in the middle of Times Square with MJ. The large video screen broadcast and appearing on the screen is J. Jonah Jameson, head of the Daily Bugle, being played by none other than actor J.K. Simmons, who also played Jameson in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy during the early 2000s. This was a welcome, awesome surprise. I totally geeked out for this moment. It appeared that Riva escaped with Mysterio's technology, and Mysterio had another illusion up his sleeve. The video illusion shows Spider-Man killing Mysterio / Quentin Beck, and Quentin Beck outing Peter Parker as Spider-Man before his death. The video illusion caused Spider-Man to yell out, "What the hell?" Yes, Peter Parker was outed as Spider-Man. Where do we go from here in Phase 4? How are we going to address Spider-Man being outed? How is Phase 4 going to address Spider-Man being outed? I see another parallel with Tony Stark, in which in 2008's Iron Man, Tony Stark outed himself and dealt with the repercussions. Now Peter Parker must deal with the repercussions of being outed by Mysterio. The second post-credit scene, or end credit, was just as shocking, in which Nick Fury and Agent Hill who were driving in their car were revealed to be the shape-shifting Skrulls, Talos, played by Ben Mendelsohn, and Soren, played by Sharon Blynn. Talos and Soren were playing Nick Fury and Agent Hill all along. The Skrulls first appeared in the Captain Marvel movie released on March 8th. We then see the real Nick Fury on a holographic vacation, which is actually a Skrull spaceship, and he is directing the other Skrulls. Again, what does this mean for Phase 4 of the MCU? Will Phase 4 address the secret invasion from the comics? Now, the twist from the Captain Marvel movie is the Skrulls, who were heels in the comics, turned out to be the good guys. Now, IGN stated that Nick Fury directing the Skrulls could be the development of SWORD, or Sentient World Observation and Response Department, an offshoot of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, the aim of SWORD is to track extraterrestrial threats. Could the next big bad from MCU Phase 4 be an extraterrestrial threat? We will see. I hope I said extraterrestrial correctly, like a tongue twister. But we will see. All in all, Spider-Man was a very good movie. I give it an 8 out of 10. And I can't wait to see what happens next in 2020 as we see the beginning of Phase 4. Now, next week, I will cover AEW Fight for the Fallen, which will take place on July 13th in Jacksonville, Florida, also on Bleacher Report Live. Now, there is another event taking place on the same day at the same time as Fight for the Fallen, in which Evolve Pro Wrestling will have their 10th anniversary event, which will be the first non-WWE independent pay-per-view to air on WWE Network. Another tongue twister there. Also on July 14th, WWE will present Extreme Rules. I will attempt to cover three wrestling events next weekend. Now, the next movie I will cover under WrestlePop is Disney's The Live Action Lion King, set for release on July 19th. Now, on Tuesday, July 8th, I will debut my new show, Songs from the Heart, in which I will sing original songs a cappella. Until then, this is Sean Vargas for WrestlePop signing off. Be yourself. And this has been a Team Vargas Initiatives production.